Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. Let that sentence hit you like an unexpected wave in the stillness of the night. This is the very secret Neville Goddard used to turn dreams into reality. And today, you're going to learn how to apply it to attract money fast, as if the universe itself is simply waiting for your nod. Picture this. You're standing in the middle of a barren desert, holding a single seed in your hand. To others, it's nothing more than a tiny speck. But you know, if you plant it, water it, and trust it will grow, one day you'll be standing in the shade of that very tree. This is how the law of attraction works. This is how every dream, every fortune, every flow of abundance that has ever entered anyone's life begins. But most of us fall into a backwards habit. We plant the seed, then dig it up the next day to see if it sprouted. We want immediate proof, and when we don't see it, we quickly decide that what we want isn't possible. Neville Goddard broke this self-sabotaging cycle with a principle that's simple yet powerful. Assume that what you want has already happened. You don't wait to feel wealthy. You feel wealthy first. You don't wait to believe in your financial success. You believe before the world gives you evidence. Look at the stories of those who rewrote their destiny. Edison didn't wait for the bulb to glow before believing he could create light. Carnegie didn't wait to see money in the bank before believing in his steel empire. They lived as though it was already true, and the entire world bent to match their belief. That's the art of a wealthy mindset, not waiting for the world to approve, but letting the world reflect the certainty within you. If today you look into your wallet and see only a few bills, it doesn't matter. What matters is the picture you hold in your mind. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. It only understands the emotions you attach to that image. This is why Neville emphasized, feeling is the secret. The subconscious is the soil, ideas are the seeds, and emotion is the water that nourishes them. You want to attract money? Plant in your subconscious the image of already having it. Feel the relief, the freedom, and the power of a life where finances are no longer a burden. This is not a game of logic. It's the art of directing your creative mind. You're speaking to the deepest, most primal part of yourself, the part directly connected to infinite energy. When you live in the end, dwelling in the state where what you want is already true, you stop asking when or how. You simply walk as if it's already settled. Think back to the last time you truly wanted something and it came to pass. Maybe it was a meeting, an opportunity, or an unexpected sum of money. Before it arrived, you'd already pictured it, felt it, and deep down, you knew it was coming. That wasn't coincidence. It was proof that you've always been the creator of your reality, even if you didn't realize the power you held. But this power doesn't work when you stand outside and watch. It works when you step in and live the story. You want to attract wealth? Stop treating it like a distant fantasy. Start walking, dressing, speaking, and making decisions as the person who already has the financial success you desire. Every decision, every thought, every action sends a signal to your subconscious. This is my reality. And when the subconscious accepts it, the physical world will mirror it back like a flawless reflection. The universe doesn't respond to weak wishes. It responds to commands delivered with certainty. When Napoleon Hill wrote Think and Grow Rich, he wasn't talking about casual daydreams. He was talking about beliefs so intense that reality had no choice but to yield. Likewise, Neville never told you to wish or hope. He told you to assume and to feel. So here's your first step today. Choose a financial goal, not vague, not half-hearted. It could be the number you want to see in your account, the amount you want to earn each month, or an unexpected sum you want to receive. Write it down. Then close your eyes and imagine you already have it. Feel the weight of the bills in your hand, or the rush of seeing your account balance light up on your phone. Breathe deeply and let that feeling flood your body. Do this not just once, but every day, until the feeling becomes second nature. From this moment, you've begun to work with the law of attraction consciously. You no longer let your environment decide your emotions. You let your emotions decide your environment. You don't wait to believe, you believe to see. And when your belief is strong enough, when you dwell in the state of already having long enough, the world will have no choice but to deliver. Understand this. Money doesn't come because you need it. Money comes because you're aligned with its frequency. Like a radio, you can't tune in to 98.5 FM while leaving the dial on 88.1. You have to adjust. And adjustment here doesn't mean working overtime at a job you hate. It means tuning the frequency inside, where your subconscious is broadcasting to the entire universe. Neville Goddard calls this assumption, the act of assuming that what you desire has already happened. But this is not some shallow game of imagination. It's a process of restructuring the mind. Every time you assume, you plant a new seed in the subconscious. And when you combine assumption with emotion, that's when the law of attraction is at its strongest. So how do you practice it? Step 1. Choose a clear goal. Not, I want more money, but, I have 500 million Vietnamese dong in my account by December 31st. Clarity is the lighthouse that directs the signal. Step 2. Create a scene in your imagination where that goal is already true. Maybe you're holding your phone, looking at your banking app, seeing the number appear and smiling. Or you're signing a new contract and receiving the dream payment. Step 3. Sink into the emotion. This is the secret. If you only see the image but don't feel the emotion, the subconscious won't respond. Let your heart beat faster. Let a smile spread across your face. Let your breath grow lighter, as if the burden has vanished. Step 4. Maintain this state every day, especially right before sleep and immediately after waking, when the subconscious is most receptive. You must understand, when you do this, you're sending a subtle but powerful command to the world. And the world, like a giant mirror, will begin to rearrange people, events, and opportunities to reflect that command. You may not see changes the next day, but, like a farmer who doesn't dig up the seed, you trust and let it grow. Carnegie once said, "You can't build a castle if in your mind you only see a hut." That truth applies not just to architecture, but to the entire mindset of wealth. If inside you only see lack, the world will faithfully reflect lack. If inside you are filled with images of financial success, the world will find ways to cooperate in making it real. Don't confuse action with force. Action that comes from inspiration is the result of belief. Force is the result of fear. When you live in the state of already having, your actions become natural, effortless, and effective. A phone call you suddenly feel inspired to make. An email you send without hesitation. A business idea that flashes while you're in the shower. These are responses from the law of attraction, from a subconscious that's being reprogrammed. Remember Walt Disney's story. Before Disneyland was built, he went to bank after bank seeking funding, and was rejected over 300 times. But in his mind, he had already lived in Disneyland. He had heard the laughter of children, smelled the popcorn, felt the sunshine on the vibrant streets. And eventually, reality simply caught up with that vision. This is attracting wealth at the highest level, not by chasing, but by becoming a magnet. Now picture this. 1 year from today, you wake up in the home you love, open the window, and take a deep breath. You walk to your dining table, where there's an envelope containing a payment for a project you're passionate about, or a notification from the bank of money you've just received. You smile, not because you're surprised, but because this has become normal for you. And you realize it all began today, the day you decided to change your inner frequency. Here's the most important reminder. If today you think the same, feel the same, you will only repeat the same reality. But if today, right now, you choose a new thought, a new feeling, you open the door to a new reality. No one else can walk through that door for you. No one else can change your life but you. Stand up, place your hand over your heart, and quietly affirm, I am the source of creation. I choose financial success. I choose a wealthy mindset. I choose abundance, not just in money, but in belief, in emotion, in every moment I live. And when you do that, you'll see, the world begins to listen. But here's what most people miss. They hear about the law of attraction, read a couple of books on positive thinking, try visualizing once or twice, and then quit when results don't show up immediately. They think the universe works like a vending machine. Put in one imaginary coin and instantly get a cold drink. But the truth is, this is not a transaction. It's a process of sowing and reaping. You sow through the subconscious, through emotion, and you reap through real-life experiences. Neville Goddard never said you just think and sit still. He said you must live in the desired state until your daily actions naturally reflect the new person you have already become inside. When you truly believe you've achieved financial success, you begin to act like a successful person. And when you act that way, the world responds. Look at Henry Ford. Before creating the car the whole world would come to know, he saw it clearly in his mind. People laughed, calling it crazy. But Ford lived as if that world, where cars were commonplace, already existed. And as he stepped forward in that belief, wealth and repeat the process. At that delicate moment between waking and sleeping, your subconscious mind is wide open. When you plant a seed at this time, it takes root faster, deeper, and more powerfully. Don't worry if in the first few days, your outer reality hasn't changed yet. An oak tree doesn't grow overnight. But day by day, as you keep holding the image and the feeling, coincidences will begin to appear. A partnership invitation, an unexpected client, a payment you didn't see coming. That is the universe answering you. But only those who are patient and trusting will see it. Understand this. Attracting money is not the ultimate goal. It's simply the natural result of aligning yourself with the infinite source of creation. Once you've become one with this flow, wealth is no longer something you chase. It comes to you. At some point, you'll realize you're not only attracting money, but also opportunities, relationships, health, and experiences that exceed all expectations. Because the law of attraction doesn't distinguish between your desires, it only reflects who you are. And then you'll smile, recognizing that everything you're living today, good or bad, started from a single moment when you allowed an idea to take root in your subconscious. From this point forward, the question is, what will you choose to plant? Lack or abundance? Fear or trust? Limitation or freedom? If you truly want financial success, start right now, not tomorrow, not when things are more stable. Right now, choose something you want and live as if it's already yours. Look in the mirror and say, I am the creator of my reality. I have chosen a wealthy mindset. I live in financial success. I am attracting money and prosperity naturally and effortlessly. I am a magnet for abundance. And let each of those words sink deep into your subconscious as commands that cannot be undone. Because you don't have to wait for the world to change to be happy. You change within, and the world follows. Remember, everything you've just heard isn't just words. It's a key. If you let it pass you by like a breeze, you'll fall back into the old reality. But if you take it, practice it, live it every day, you'll step into a new world, a world where attracting money, wealth, and financial success is no longer a distant dream. So, as soon as this video ends, don't just close the screen and go back to business as usual. Begin right now. Choose a goal, live in it, feel it. Write it down, visualize it, and let your emotions lead the way. If you want more guidance like this, stay with me. Subscribe, turn on notifications, not for the algorithm, but because every week I'll bring you tools, stories, and strategies to help you master your subconscious, activate the law of attraction, and build a wealthy mindset. You already have all the power within you. Now is the time to use it.